Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel, or if you're new here, welcome. My name is Heather, and on this channel we like to walk a very fine line between a shopping addicted makeup monster and a responsible adult with a makeup hobby. Now, I really enjoy eyeshadow singles, dual chromes, multi-chromes, blush, highlight, lip gloss, basically everything except pressed glitter, and today we're going to be doing a purchase or pass. So if that sounds like something you're interested in, stick with me, we're getting into it right now. Now, this type of video was initially started by Samantha March, so I'll leave her information down below, as well as the community playlist where everybody is posting their opinions about makeup. Let's dive in. There's a good amount of stuff I want to talk about. Now, of course, this is not my typical makeup, but it's fast, and my husband's going to need our filming / office area very soon, so I have to go really quick. So the first thing to talk about is the e.l.f. Cosmetics and their Game Up collection, which appears to be an eyeshadow palette, some nail polishes. They have some like sparkly sticker decal kind of things, some brushes, a sponge, some liners, and I think glosses. Everything looks like really cute, but I just don't think there's anything that I like super have to have, so I think I'm going to be passing over that. Since our last video discussion, the Mikayla and Glamlite, the full collection, has been sneak peeked and launched officially. I did go ahead and pick up the brushes and the palette, so I'm really excited to get those and give those a try. I wish I could have picked up the bag too, because I really like that, but I was not willing to buy all of the other products just to get the bag. I don't think I would need the 10-pan palette. The highlighters, I just bought a bunch of new highlighters from Odin's Eye, so I feel like I'm good there. The lashes, you know, I could kind of take or leave, and one of the lip kits was very, very light beige, which just will not look flattering on me. So I felt like there was enough there that I didn't need, that I was going to pass on that. Colored Raine did a Queen Bee collection, which has a 6-pan palette, some lip products. It's not for me. Despite the fact that I'm wearing a warm toned eye today, which is very unusual for me. I'm not a big like warm toned person. I love the bee concept, the bee packaging, super cute, but I think the collection itself is something I can skip over. Martine Cosmetics did the Diner collection, and so they have an eyeshadow palette, and then it looks like 2 lip products. The lip products are super cute. I think one's called like Hot Sauce, the other one's like Secret Sauce or something like that. And I do like the actual palette. I think it definitely gives off that like 50s diner vibe. I will not be picking this up because the last Martine Cosmetics palette I tried, while I liked it, it wasn't like my favorite formula, and it's kind of pricey for not being like an amazing formula that I super love. So I'll be skipping over that one. Okay, this is going to be harder to skip over. This is the Kopari Beauty Lip Plumping Oil, and it looks like they have 3 different types of peptides, ceramides, and hyaluronic acid to plump and nourish your lips. $24. I think this is available already at Sephora, and definitely it's going in my cart for the next VIB sale. I don't think I'll get it right this second, but certainly it looks very promising. And the other thing that's actually already in my cart at Sephora is the Laneige lip sleeping mask. They came out with a mango one. Like, that just sounds so good to me. It's $24, and it has hyaluronic acid and vitamin C in it, mango scented. I'm there. Colourpop is releasing this enormous collection of Disney Princess Luxe lipsticks, and it's in a vault that's going to be $70. It has a bunch of older shades and then some new princesses. They added Aurora, Rapunzel, Pocahontas, Moana, and Meridia. They're $10 each, or you can get the whole set for $69. I will definitely skip over that. I don't need to buy a whole set of lipsticks right now. I'm actually trying to like cut down on my lipsticks, so yeah, that's a pass. Okay. Next up is the Nomad Fetes de Provence palette, which is their like French wine country themed palette. This is really pretty. It's got some like pinky kind of almost borderline coral shades, some yellows, some purples, and then a smoky gray column. I'm so excited. Never would I have thought to sit down and put yellow, purple, and smoky gray together, but the more I look at that combination, the more I'm like, why didn't we think of this before? Like, it's a super cute combination. So I cannot wait to pick that palette up and definitely give it a try. Zela has launched the Stay All Day matte lip colors in 12 shades and the lip liners in 8 shades. The lip liners look very like generic. I'm not too excited about those, but I do really like this ombre effect lip stick packaging that they have, where it's gold at the bottom and then it kind of ombres to the color of the actual product. I think that is super pretty. They're $22 a piece, so I probably don't need to pick one up. but if they ever go on sale or in their like Ulta 21 Days of Beauty, something like that, I might pick one up because I really like the packaging. Alright, so the next thing to talk about is the Juvia's Place Garden collection. They have the palette for $24, lip glosses for $14, eyeliners for $15, and they look like they're a like liquid brush tip eyeliner. I don't use tons and tons of those, and I do have a pretty solid collection of water activated liners, so I'll definitely skip over those in the glosses. I think the palette is definitely intriguing, but I do already have several pastel palettes, so the question is, do I really need another one? No, I don't. But I do really like the Juvia's formula, so I might. I'm also thinking about the Culture palette, so if you guys have that one, definitely let me know what you think of it, because it's a little pricey too. Simply Posh Cosmetics is releasing the Fairtale Fairies palette, which is going to be 12 mattes and 6 duochrome shimmers. They are magnetic pans, so you can adjust things around. And what's the price on this one? They don't have a price? Hold on. Hold please. It does not look like they've put up a price yet, so I have no idea what the price is. It is super cute. It's definitely some mattes that I don't have like already, so I may think about it. Depends on what the price ends up being. Alright, the next one is the Karity Kosmetics Lily palette. So they had sneak peeked this after they did that really dark, like grungy jewel tone palette, and I think this is kind of cute, but there are some super redundant shades in here. So there's like two really like fuchsia purple shades towards the top right hand corner of the picture here that I definitely think when blended out are going to look exactly the same, and the sort of mauvey brick red in the center of the top row I think is going to end up looking very similar, not exactly the same but very similar. So I think they could have done a little bit more to maybe make that a little bit more separate. They also have this whole packaging is like super aqua, but I don't really see any like aqua blues. They have kind of this what would I call it, kind of an algae greenish teal that's very light on the left side of the picture there, which I think is pretty. So it gives me some beach vibes, but I feel like there's too much that's similar, like the two purples, and then you also have a pink and purple metallics in the bottom row on either end that also look quite similar. So for $48, I feel like there could have been a little bit more variation to make the palette a little bit more interesting, and then I would have considered picking it up. But since there is so many duplicate shades, I'm gonna pass. Speaking of duplicate shades, Mcgrath, looking at you, sweetheart. So the Mothership 10 Moonlit Seduction has been launched, and it's definitely the pinky mauvey browns with a couple of like shimmers thrown in and a light taupey brow bone color. For $125, I'm definitely not going to pick this one up. I just feel like her palettes just aren't worth it to me for the quality. Like, you can get really amazing indie brands that have duochrome, multichrome, things like that, without having to go the route of buying such an expensive palette that also includes like mattes and things. So I would skip that. I would save your money. Cleona's doing an expansion. Terra Moon just did an expansion. Go get something like that. Same thing with this Danessa Myricks palette. So the Lightwork Volume 3 was a really big palette. I think it was like $175 or something, some crazy price. And now they have a mini version of the palette, which thankfully got rid of the glitters. So that's pretty cool. But this is 8 of the fan favorite shades for $85. It's a decent price for what you're actually getting. But again, I have so many multi-chromes already in my collection that it just doesn't make sense. If you're somebody who has a gift card to Sephora, you want to try some multi-chromes, that might be the way to go. But if you are otherwise just spending your regular hard-earned money, again, I would suggest going to Cleona, Terra Moons, Copacetic, any of those indie brands, and looking at their multi-chromes closely and picking out just a few that you think would be ones that you would really enjoy using, rather than buying somebody else's pre-made palette. Too Faced I really thought was just re-releasing their old stuff, but they came out with an eyeshadow palette that is $54. It's called Better Than Chocolate. I feel like they're trying to merge their chocolate line with their Better Than Sex line, and it just falls kind of flat for me. This palette definitely has that pop of blue similar to, I want to say it was the Semi-Sweet chocolate bar palette that looked very similar to that. It's warm mid-tone neutrals. I don't need any more of that. You've got a couple of lipsticks there. Again, not super exciting colors. And then you've got some concealers. The concealer might be worth trying. I would probably end up with one of the super light shades like Sugar or Oatmeal. let's see here. The lipsticks are $28. The lip injection lip plumper is $33. Watch yourself with those. They are very painful. They gave chemical burns to my lips, and I could not wear any lip products for like 2 weeks. It was awful. Lip liner, I'm sorry, a liquid liner for $24. The mascara is $28, and the bronzers are $35. Concealers are $29. The concealer I might consider getting if it's going to replace the Born This Way concealer, which I did really like, but I'm now out of. Everything else I think I can pass, and I think they're starting to bump their prices up a little bit, which I'm not a huge fan of, so we'll skip over that. And then I think that is everything for this week. You guys are going to have to let me know, what are you eyeing up to pick up this week, or what, you know, things this month have you been looking at. I would really like to hear from you down in the comments. I want to thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe before you go, and I'll catch you in my next video. Bye!